Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So UMass offense will go to work first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hairston. Makes the grab, it's Rooks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. Snagged out of the air. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. The Broncos offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this.
Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At midfield, he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Right back to the well. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Using his legs, it smiles. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Number 14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Hairston. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Miles. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Caught behind the line. It's Trevino. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Broncos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. Oh, it's out! Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Broncos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Banks. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll leave it with the lone back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Hairston. Going to take a shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Lets it fly on the move. Got it in stride inside the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gonna run it. It's Banks. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 10 over SMU. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really?
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Going to sling it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The throw to the outside is complete. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
14, UMass 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. On the run, it's Miles. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game.
Western Michigan 21, UMass 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UMass offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Back to throw, it's Hairston. On target. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
UMass now faces a third and short. Now the play fake. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
They booted away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's Miles. Turning it on. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. Creates a little room. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Trevino. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Set, ready.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Scanning the field, it's Hairston. Finds his tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On the move, it's Jennings. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now they'll run it on the toss. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the stomping has commenced. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys. They get there in a hurry.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. To the air, it's Hairston. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. UMass to the line on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Hairston. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They're facing a 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The sure hand, it's Warren. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. The screen, he can go. Hard running there. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sticks it in his belly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Broncos are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. All wideouts, no backs. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. They'll try the outside to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Lincoln. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Motion from the wide receiver. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Broncos. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UMass offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Pucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running behind that left side. Sweet cut there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. Might as well give it to him again. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Banks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The RPO, it's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Minutemen were then deep in their own territory, but now they've got a little breathing room. They'll try the run. Quick spin on the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Minuteman! Quick strike through the air for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Here he comes with the return. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off a defender. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Handoff to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Quickly complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, they want to take their time here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Trevino. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Trevino. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Broncos have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Banks. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
Finds a spot in the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it first and goal, trying to cash it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the fullback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defensive front had that one spelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. Fullback's got it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. A strike downfield. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.